Howdy y'all, and welcome to Political Us. There are plenty of smart shows presented by smart people, and we can't always fully watch them all. This is your really smart recap. This weekend on 60 Minutes, wait, 60 Minutes? The show that everybody turns off after the afternoon NFL games? That's the show we're going with? Oh, okay. Huh, edgy, I like it. Well, anyways, last Sunday, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell sat down with Scott Pelley to discuss his thoughts on the economic recovery. For those unaware, the Federal Reserve is America's central banking system. It was created by, reports to, and is directly accountable to Congress. However, it's also an independent agency of the government, separating the U.S.'s financial policies from political influence. There's a giant reason praising or blaming the president for the economy is preposterous. In short, when you talk about the U.S. economy, the Federal Reserve oversees that. Chairman Powell, over a course of questions, has some pretty reasonable answers about how we have to slowly reopen and the necessary precautions people should take, like wearing a mask. A few times, his answers also had one key caveat, and if you're an advocate for reopening but refusing to wear a mask, you're going to want to hear this. Multiple times he mentioned, to have a successful reopening, the big thing we have to avoid is a second wave of the virus. When talking about if the states can successfully reopen at this time, his answer, slowly and with caution, yes, as long as there's no second wave. When asked about what is a while for the economy to recover, between the end of this year and next, as long as there's no second wave. And discussing what the height of unemployment looks like, it peaks in the next couple of months, as long as there's no second wave. Now, if you're in the we have to reopen because of the economy group, you also need to be at the forefront of supporting all the precautions being put in place, because a second wave sets us back even more. Another interesting answer, the need for another stimulus package. While many people scoffed at the Democrats' $3 trillion proposal, and Chairman Powell didn't put a specific dollar amount to his answer, he did stress that it will probably be necessary. His analysts all show that unemployment will continue to rise in the upcoming months, peaking as high as 20 to 25% unemployed. This is due to consumer confidence still being low until there's a certainty of safety. That confidence hinges on a prevention of a second wave and might even be delayed until there's an actual vaccine. Another stimulus package may be necessary to continuing to prop up businesses and support people. He also shared some insightful answers about the U.S. banking system being really stable during this time, how this is different than the Great Depression or the recession of 2008, and a further explanation on the impact of the economy when people can't spend their money. If you get a chance to watch the interview, or better yet, read the transcript, there'll be a link in the description down below. One takeaway I have from this interview, which I thought was great, was also the audience watching it. I jokingly mentioned it was on 60 Minutes, but that's a critical demographic. Roughly 10 million people watch 60 Minutes each week, and a gigantic portion of those viewers are 50 years old or older. Now, why is this important? The demographic with the most disposable income right now, and the most at risk of dying from COVID-19, is our older population. Now, please note I said dying of COVID-19, not contracting it. Anyone can get it. When looking at the industries that are most impacted, things like tourism, sporting events, entertainment, retail, and restaurants, our older population is a bigger part of that in-person experience. Millennials have already adapted to virtual experiences, dining at home, online shopping, but our older population hasn't, and they're the group that props up that in-person market. That group just watched the chairman of the Federal Reserve, rightly so, give an accurate representation that it's going to take a while, and they should continue to be safe, as we all should. I really encourage you to check out the link in the description to watch the 60-minute interview or read the transcripts. If you have any shows you'd like to recommend or for us to review, please share them and leave them in the comments down below. Now, make sure to use your voting power to press that like button, your First Amendment right to leave a comment, and select the subscribe button to let us know if you'd like more content. Thanks for helping us make politics more about us.